Welcome to Gear Guide. Today we will be reviewing 12-volt brushless drills. These drills are a great option when you want a small, lightweight, but still powerful drill. And these brushless 12-volt drills are about as powerful as an entry-level 20-volt drill, so you are still going to be able to get most of your projects done with a tool that's not as heavy. The tests that we will be running these drills through are size and weight, how many half-inch holes each drill could make, time to drill a 1-inch hole, torque, battery charge time, price and value, comfort and features. The drills that we will be covering in this review are the Bosch, Milwaukee, Makita, Dewalt, and Skil. I'm going to be including links to full reviews of each of these drills in the description below, and I'm also going to be doing a unboxing and teardown for each of those. Since this is the most compact drill segment, let's start with size and weight. The Dewalt's the shortest at 6 inches, followed by the Bosch and Makita at 6.1. The Milwaukee is 6.7 inches, and the Skil is the longest at 7.1 inches. But in height and width, the Bosch and Milwaukee have the advantage given the battery and handle design. In terms of weight, the Bosch was the lightest at just under 2 pounds, followed by the Makita and Dewalt, while the Milwaukee and Skil are on the heavier side, closer to 3 pounds. So in terms of size and weight, the Bosch is the winner, and the Skil is the biggest and heaviest, while the Milwaukee is compact but on the heavy side. The Milwaukee is the only drill here that is also a hammer drill, but according to the specs, the non-hammer drill version is the same weight. The next test was how many half-inch holes each drill could complete on one battery. For all the tests, we'll be drilling into 2-inch thick Douglas fir. This tests the endurance, battery capacity, and efficiency of the drill. The Makita was the winner of this test with 106 holes completed, but all drills were in the same ballpark, with the Dewalt in last place at 86 holes. Given these are all brushless drills and all of the same 2 amp-hour battery capacity, the close results are not a big surprise. The next test was the time to drill a self-feeding 1-inch spade bit. With each drill, I made 6 holes in low speed. If the drill stalled, I would keep trying to complete with the timer running. All of the drills had 1 or 2 stalls except the Dewalt, which powered through all of the holes. This is a good example of the kind of power a 12-volt drill has. A 1-inch hole is a slightly challenging task, while a 20-volt drill would have no problem with this. The Dewalt was the fastest, averaging just 5.5 seconds. The Skil was in second place, a half second slower, even with 2 stalls. It was able to quickly recover from a stall and keep going. The Milwaukee and Makita were mid-pack with 1 stall each at 6.6 seconds and 6.9 seconds. The Bosch had the slowest speed at 7.8 seconds. The Bosch had 2 stalls and needed a lot of coaxing to start drilling again, hurting its time. I thought about including a 2-inch hole saw in this test, but this is a really challenging task for a 12-volt drill. Better to step up to a more powerful drill if you're going to be doing this kind of a hole. The Skil shut down after drilling for 1 minute and 45 seconds to protect itself and cool off. The Bosch struggled so much the first time that it took over 5 minutes to complete the hole. After letting it rest and retesting, it was able to complete the hole in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And the Dewalt was the winner at 1 minute 30, followed closely by the Skil and Makita. Moral of this test is you probably want to use a bigger drill if you have one, but in a pinch, these drills can do it. Since there was so much variability in the tests, even on the same drill from test to test, I'm not going to be factoring this one into the scoring. To test the torque, I connected each drill to a digital torque meter and took 5 readings and used the average of that. The Makita was clearly the winner at 391 inch-pounds. The Dewalt, Skil, and Milwaukee were mid-pack in the low 300s, and the Bosch was in last place at 245 inch-pounds. Battery and charger. Battery charge time was measured by fully depleting the battery, then recharging it. The Milwaukee was the fastest at 41 minutes, followed by the Skil at 49 minutes, and the Dewalt at 53 minutes. The Makita was 4th at 63 minutes, followed by the Bosch at 66 minutes. All of the chargers look similar, except the Bosch, which stands out for how small it is, which is kind of handy to save space on your workbench, but it also had the slowest charge time. The Skil and Milwaukee came with 1 battery, while the Dewalt, Makita, and Bosch all came with 2 batteries. All drills have battery charge indicators on the battery or drill to show you how much power you have left. Chargers are usually pretty boring, but the team at Skil was really thinking out of the box. They packed a lot of extra features into this charger. My favorite is the battery has a USB charger on it so you can recharge your phone. This alone makes this a lot more useful. Second, they also added a USB charger to the battery charger. Third, they added a jump button that charges a fully depleted 2 amp hour battery pack to approximately 25% capacity in 5 minutes. You do need to have the battery under 25% capacity and push the jump button to use this feature. Comfort and features. The biggest difference in form factor was the battery location. On the Bosch and Makita, the battery is in the handle. This allows them to keep the drill smaller overall, but the handle is a little big and not as comfortable to hold. The drills with the battery on the bottom are slightly more comfortable, but not as compact. So it's a trade-off of compact versus comfort. Price and value. These drills represent the top of the 12-volt drill segment, so they are not cheap. The regular price ranges from $165 for the Makita to $139 for the Dewalt, while the Skil is half that at $80, making it a smoking value. The Skil and Milwaukee only have 1 battery, so that does factor into the value. The Dewalt and Milwaukee go on sale seasonally, so be sure to look for those deals. Choosing the best overall drill was not easy because all of these drills had certain areas where they were better in. In terms of drilling power and speed, the best overall drills were the Dewalt and Makita. They both scored at the top in several categories. Given the Dewalt's lower price and slight advantage in the 1-inch hole test, I would go with that as the overall winner. So in first place we have the Dewalt. It was the fastest in the 1-inch hole test at 5.5 seconds. It feels like a 20-volt drill shrunk down to 3/4 the size. It was the shortest in length at 6 inches, plus it had the second highest torque at 338 inch-pounds. High power and small size make this a great drill. In second place is the Makita. It had the highest torque at 391 inch-pounds. It was able to complete the most half-inch holes at 106, so it was very efficient with the battery pack. It was just a hair longer than the Dewalt at 6.1 inches, and it is the second lightest drill at 2.27 pounds, slightly heavier than the Bosch. So a strong drill in a small and light package. In third place, the Skil was a strong all-around performer and an outstanding value. The biggest ding to the Skil was the size and weight. It was noticeably longer than the other drills and slightly heavier, but this is a powerful drill. It was the second fastest on the 1-inch hole test at 6 seconds and also second best on the number of half-inch holes completed at 94 holes. It also had one of the faster chargers and the cool addition of a USB charger on both the battery and charger. Its biggest advantage is it's significantly cheaper at half the price of the other drills, making it the best value drill in the 12-volt drill segment. In fourth place is the Milwaukee. This drill had decent all-around performance, coming in third place on the 1-inch hole at 6.6 seconds and fifth place in torque at 313 inch-pounds. Typical with Milwaukee drills, it feels super rugged with rubber all around and a metal chuck. Compared to the Dewalt and Makita, it was about half a pound heavier and half an inch longer, but with the battery and the handle, it is smaller overall and the second smallest after the Bosch in height. It had the fastest battery charge time at just 41 minutes, which is good since you only have 1 battery. This is also the only hammer drill in the test. I had a little trouble with the reverse forward switch on the Milwaukee. I would press it in and it would not fully engage, staying in the middle position. So you need to press it all the way in so it's flush with the housing versus the other drills that stick out a little and are easier to press in and out. If you're looking for a rugged and compact drill, this is a great option. In fifth place is the Bosch. In our last 12-volt drill test, the Bosch PS312A blew away all the other drills in size and performance and was the clear overall winner. So I had high hopes for this Bosch. The new Bosch was still the most compact and lightest, but that's all it had going for it. The performance was last in several categories, including the 1-inch hole time, torque, and battery charge time. All of the drills had powerful lights except the Bosch, which was noticeably dimmer. If you are looking for the smallest and lightest drill, this might be a good option, but you could also consider the older brushed Bosch, which is cheaper, or go with one of the other drills reviewed here for a more powerful option.